Welcome and most welcome. I have read that you have some confusions. Some Esrar Ahmad has some confusions. So I thought that you may have some more confusions. So I have decided to disclose all the confusions. So the topic of my class is confusions and doubts. See here an apostrophe. It is said to be and. Confusions and doubts. At first you may have confusions in auxiliaries. Grammar has only 24 auxiliaries. I have added 6 more. So you may have confusions. At first, this 6 I have added in primaries. Primaries has 2 functions, two jobs, 2 functions. One as an auxiliary verb and another as a principal verb. So see here. These 6 verbs are not included in grammar. Be, been, being, done, doing and having. I have taken some examples. See here, he will be reading the Gita. See here, be. I have to think of only be. See here, be. Be is auxiliaries here. Because reading is the last verb. This is our means. A sentence can't have more principal verb, more main verb. So it is one and only one always. So it is an auxiliary verb. But see here be. Be is the last verb and it is means here. Now see here be is auxiliary and here principal. So it should be included in primaries because primaries have 2 functions and be also can do 2 functions. Take another example of been. See here he has been ill. See here this means this is the last verb and see here been. As it is the last verb it is means so auxiliaries. Again be is here means and here auxiliaries. Same been. So auxiliaries, such auxiliaries which have 2 functions are primaries. So these are primaries, these are left in grammar. So these 6 verbs should be included. So I have included in 24 plus 6. As I have not written 30 because it is according to tradition and it is applied. Today we don't read, we read actually applied grammar. We don't read our only grammar, traditional grammar. We don't read. We should read only applied grammar. So in applied, second confusion. Now I think you don't have any confusion. So now marginals. Auxiliaries are divided into only 2 parts. Why have I divided auxiliaries into 3 parts? You may have doubts. So come here marginals. I have named these 3 verbs as marginals because marginals do 3 jobs. See here, some auxiliaries do 1 job. Some auxiliaries 2 jobs. So next topic is my modals. Modals only 1 job. 1 job. 1 function. Primaries 2 function and marginals 3 functions. So I have divided it into 3 parts. Now see. I have taken dare. He dares to do it. See here this is our means. Only 1 verb, so principal verb. Now see here dare not go. Main verb, so this is auxiliary verb. Then as there does two types of jobs, so this should be included in primaries. But I have another function. I have seen he dare not go there is also correct. See here, I dare not, he dare not. How can it be? So it is against syntax, because he is singular, so he dares. See here, he dares, but here we write he dare. So it is against syntax. So it was very necessary for me to divide auxiliaries into three parts. Now you should not have any confusions why I have divided it into three parts. When you read grammar, you find only two kinds, two sorts, two types, but I have seen this another, the seventh sentence. This sentence is very unique sentence. It is against syntax. So for this purpose, I have divided it into three parts. Need and dare are of the same sort, and used to. Used to should be used only in past. There is no present similar of this. So this should be noticed. Now reflexive verb. Your another confusion may be reflexive verb. As in grammar, we see only two types of principal verb. One is transitive, another is intransitive. Then why have I divided it into three parts, reflexive verb? You may have question. Now see here, reflexive verb. This structure of sentence, subject plus verb plus reflexive pronoun. All the self pronouns are reflexive pronouns, as myself, ourselves, himself, herself, itself, self. So self ending pronoun. So I have named it as self pronoun. Sometimes self pronouns are emphatic or emphasizing pronouns also. But here see two examples. She injured herself. Now see here another example. She injured her enemy. See here, injured is transitive verb here, because she injured. For injury we need more than one person, so it is transitive. Again it has the force of transitive. Actually no verb has any force. The way we use any verb, it depends upon it. See here, she injured herself. We see here herself, self. So it is reflexive verb here. Why reflexive verb? Because the object is reflexive pronoun, and here transitive verb. It is a sort of transitive verb also, but how can we name them transitive verbs? Because both the persons are same. But when we see minutely, we find that she is complete she, and herself is a short form of herself. So she injured herself. This injury is reflexive verb, and here transitive verb. I have taken one more example. He runs in the field. See here, runs in the field. It is intransitive verb here. He runs in the field, and for running we need only one person, so it is intransitive. It is preposition here, not noun or noun equivalent. So it is intransitive verb here, because a transitive verb takes an object, and an object is a noun or a noun equivalent. But see here, she ran a thorn, same verb. This is V5 and this is V2. Ran a thorn into her finger. Ran a thorn means to say, suppose this is a thorn and this is into her finger, this way in finger. So this is the transitive verb. So she ran a thorn into her finger. You should understand this sentence into Hindi. उसने अपने उंगली में एक कांटा घुसा लिया. So she ran. See here the meaning of the ran. So this is transitive verb. See here the same verb sometimes is intransitive and sometimes transitive. Suppose you are the son of someone, you may be the daughter of someone, you may be brothers of someone, you may be sister of someone, you may be mama of someone. In the same way as I myself is the son of my father. I myself is the friend of R.K. Jha. And I am your teacher also. The same person, Jai Kishore Lal Kern is the same person. But he is sometimes a son, sometimes a father also, sometimes a friend, in the same way. No verb is transitive, no verb is intransitive. Actually, it depends upon our skill, upon our talent, how we use them. So you should try to use any verb in different way. And if you know it, if you know this skill, you may be also equal to Jai Kishore Lal Kern. So God bless you. May you enjoy this your online video class. And if you have any doubt, any confusion, don't forget, don't hesitate. Put them into comment box in a respectful language, and don't be late. I will answer them clearly. Thank you. God bless you. Take care.